Alright, cool. Vertical, horizontal, we got it all. Alright, we're clicked into the game. I don't think I am forgetting anything. Alright, for anybody just joining us, from last week, I got everybody up to level 25, so we are ready to go for that. So this means we should pretty much just be able to run through and, oh, what's what I'm looking for? We should be able to run through and just pretty much get everything and anything done. Also, why is Tien up? Weird. Everybody else is moving except for Tien. Weird. I wonder if that's a Tien thing, or if that's more of a, I'm an innocent bystander. Don't you believe me? No, I don't believe you. I don't. But hopefully we should be able to run through the next handful of things fairly quickly, because I don't think we should have to grind nearly as much. Alright, Bear Thief. Headbutt, because we like the flinch chance. Hey, speaking of flinch chance, Punch. Cyberman, I'm not worried about a Cyberman. Once again, headbutt. Solid. Stop, I'll give up. I'll leave quietly. Alright, are you gonna still give me dig? Oh, real? Okay. TM28. Okay, so better get moving. Bye. Alright. Now let's double check. Is 28 still dig? I would imagine it should be, but you never know. It is still dig. Okay. Well, if we ever get a ground type, which who knows what type all the different fighters are going to be. Alright, there's usually at least something different in these. We get... Okay, Gluto. Alright, I'll do regular punch, seeing as how we're so high up. Alright, solid. Alright, bag. Alright, we got 25 capsules. I can live with this. Alright, Gluto down. Can we get the rest of the Ginyu Force here? This weird and small being has 4 eyes, he has psychic powers, and he is able to stop time. Give a nickname? No nicknames. We're not doing nicknames. Okay, more nail. Not the biggest surprise, we're still getting some of the same kind of fighters to run into. So while I was off stream grinding, none of you got to see it. But, Lord Slug, he showed up in the patch of grass to the left of Nugget Bridge. Alright, I feel like Nail is like the Zubat of this area. Like, I don't remember there being like anything like this in this area, but Nail is 100% it. Like, dude is just showing up way too much, to be honest. Alright, another Gluto. Alright, is it nothing but nails and Gluto here? Is that my understanding? I'll give it like 1 or 2 more encounters to see if we get like a third option, but I honestly don't remember what all's supposed to show up here. But I do want to at least try and be as thorough as I can, because the less random running around and having to grab up fighters, the better off I'll be. Then it also becomes like, okay, does Gluto like just stay Gluto? Does Gluto then like slowly but surely evolve into like the rest of the Ginyu Force? Like how, like, there's so many questions I have for how the person who created this, like, what was their thought process on how everything, you know, kind of comes together. Okay, yeah. Honestly, just too many nails. If there's more here, I'll actually, you know what? I got one more. Let's hit 26. Let's hit 26. All right, one last Gluto. Okay, I'm generally convinced that there's the only 2 spawns. There might be like a random like 5% chance spawn that we just have not gotten lucky enough to run into, but at this point I don't care. I don't have it in me to care. All right, anything going on in here other than the daycare? Run the coaching session. Would you like me to train one of your fighters? No, I'm good. I'm good. Let's see. Hi, do you have an Usaru? Do you want to trade him for Slug? Well, for one, I don't think I... What's an Usaru? Second, I already have a Slug, so why would I care? Okay, so we do have... Oh, right. I'm not used to, like, the actual, like, Japanese names for everybody. I'm sure there's items in here. I don't frankly care. I'm not gonna worry about it. Don't care about that. Oh, snowing. That's interesting. Also... there are in fact the items up here at least. Perfect. But interesting. Snowy level? Yeah, you know what? Might as well just play this like normal. I'm sitting here like, man, I kind of want to play this like Kaizo and just like kind of like run around things. A Bioman. Okay, so that's clearly what the Cyberman evolves into. Is Bioman an actual thing? Should I know what a Bioman is? You know what? We don't want him getting too strong. Let's go SP Piccolo. Alright, we'll go I-beams. Oh yeah, I also taught Piccolo I-beams. Also, acid burns in this game for some reason. I'm not sure if anybody... I can't remember if like that actually happened on stream or if I just ran into that shenanigans off stream when I was doing my grinding. Oh yeah, Pickle also learned Light Grenade. But I'm fairly certain that I-beam is stronger. Who's there? Quit listening in on us. I don't know. I mean, was I even listening? I don't even know what y'all were talking about. C13. Okay. Whew. Also, I need to switch out Garen from out front. Oh. Not very effective, huh? Well, seeing as how you literally have nothing but normal moves. Piccolo, go. Don't like the fact that you have lock on. I-beams. Alright, based on the fact that I'm assuming you're steel. So fire just... So things like fire do not have actual, like, fire properties? Or is it just, like, the ones where you generically gave fire to because it's, like, a key blast type deal? Like, I guess I just don't fully understand what they did with the typings, because like it seems like it's kind of arbitrary. C15, okay. Okay, fair enough. Solid damage. I was gonna say, are you gonna 3-stack just to waste my time? C14. All right. Just out of curiosity. Okay. Yeah, even fighting's not good against steel. So it's like it almost feels like it's like you made them steel for shits and giggles and only gave it like the general resistance to normal type moves. Just seems like an odd choice. Oh, okay. Piccolo versus Piccolo. All right, I'll use my I-beams. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Ooh, that was a roll. Oh, and of course you hit the 50-50. And you get the crit. God damn. Alright, Tien. Dopan. Oh, he's going giant form. Not a big surprise. Even level 20 Piccolo second form is faster than Tien. That just feels right. Alright, well... Tien, you're out front. What? Why did... Like, why take out that... You know, I'm not gonna question it too much. Oh, you can even... Okay, I like that detail. That's fun. Me? Well, okay, I'll play. I mean, I guess if you want to. Bear Thief. Alright, we're not too worried about the Bear Thief. I don't... I feel like I think I assumed that the Kikyo was Tri-Beam. Ah, okay. If that's the case, I don't feel like that should be Tri-Beam though. If you have to recharge after it, that's definitely not Tri-Beam. So it's only the one left. I'll Kikyo this one. Good stuff. Alright. Battle this guy, heal up, talk to the townspeople, check to see what fighters spawn here, catch whoever we want to catch. Then we head over to the other side, like on the way to wherever the Snorlax would be, which I wonder what they're going to put there. Are they going to put like Jinbei? Or, not Jinbei, Janambi? We don't care about Kiwi. Okay, alright. Kiwi survives. Alright, Kiwi faster than us after one speed up. Again, not the biggest surprise. Red ribbon base. Okay. Alright, nobody building anything over here. You're in headquarters of Red Ribbon Army, so don't you do anything stupid, okay? Fair enough. Is there an item still here? There is. Alright, what about you? You got anything fancy to say? Do you see SSN moored in the harbor? Don't care about that. Alright, let's heal up real quick, and then we can talk to everybody in here, see if they have anything fancy to say. Oh, right. While we're here, because I have to switch this every time. Let's see. Hotkeys. Increase speed, right trigger, left trigger. All right. So that way we can at least speed up in certain parts where it doesn't matter. The urge to battle with someone you've tangled with before. Have you ever heard the urge to do that? Repeat two. Verse Seeker. Something we will probably never use. Okay, even at the same level. Yep. Two higher level Pokemon. Yep. Alright, so everybody in here probably just very generic, usual stuff. Yep. Alright, ooh, yeah, we should be able to get our first fishing rod. Fishing Guru, yep. It's like, I like fishing, let's fish. It's not a real game if it doesn't have fishing in it. Alright. Assuming that you only get the one option for the old rod, just like any other game. We get Aqua. Aqua does not seem very familiar to me, I'm not gonna lie. Get in the ball, Aqua. I was mildly expecting to find Chaozu. He's a fishman. He mastered the water type and he masters the water type and he can swim for a long time without being tired. Okay. No, I'm good. Alright. Oh, I'm trying to capsule. Alright, let's try this one more time, see if we get anything other than Aqua. I said let's actually register. Just to make my life a little bit easier. Interesting. My hotkeys are not working. Or did I not hit apply? I'll double check that here in a second. Okay, it's just Aqua again. Alright, real quick. Hotkeys. Ah, yeah, okay. Because I didn't hit save. Okay, increase speed. Speed. Save. Alright. There we go, okay. Alright, we'll just speed this up because, you know. Alright, cool. So now that we've got that all figured out, you guys have nothing that I care about. Topapia? Zarbon 2. No. Well, I definitely don't need Zarbon 2. A Topapia? Have I even seen that? Bioman, the androids. Aqua. Nope, I have not seen whatever the crap you were asking me for. Alright, see General Red, small, Grand Chief, yeah. General Red, so cool. I don't feel like you should be saying that. Ooh. Sure. The Red Army was a grand empire before its fall. General Red was killed, but the computers in his laboratory kept on working and it created cyborgs who even revived the general. Even death couldn't stop the General Red. It's like, oh, I kept this for too long. Okay. Cool. We at least can get our bike. Sherman worships the general. Okay. Sure. Why not? Alright, I'm not sure how I feel about the two guardsmen standing out there, but you know, whatever. Let's see. Do you want some? Okay, you're not gonna give me some tea. That's okay. Okay. Don't care about whatever you got. All right. I guess the real question is, what in the world is Diglett Cave going to be? Also, okay. RR Cave. Interesting. Oh, okay. I didn't think he was gonna battle me because I figured he would have seen me. Whatever. Okay, Tien. All right, we get the classic Tien versus Tien, which, you know, if you know who Tien is, you know that he can clone himself and he trains against himself all the time. Granted, Piccolo also does that, so, you know, there's that. You know what? Chaozu about to come out? I'll send out my own Chaozu. Why not? I don't... Oh, yeah, that's the paralyze, right? So yeah, I'm gonna go the Dolphin Ray. Rude. Very rude, Chaozu. Alright, as much as I would like to train up Chaozu a little bit more, it's not going to work with him being paralyzed. So, Piccolo, you're up. Oh wait, we need to go back and see what spawns in the one area. Alright, after we beat up this kid. Alright, we're gonna... I mean... I was about to say we're gonna do our power move, but I was thinking of Tien. More I-beams. Alright, you hit me with a punch, I hit you with a kick. How do you like that? Ta-da. Alright. Head back. I like how they made sure not to freeze any of the water where it's like it would actually like break the game. But it's like just casually all the other water around just happens to be frozen. So... wonder if we'll run into like Android 8. Okay, finding a bioman. I'm gonna kick it just to see. Kicking it doesn't work. Good to know. Okay. Android 15. Kick. Okay, I mean, yeah, of course a crit's gonna kill. Come on. Alright, we get to try again. He's a little bit less now. Light grenade. Of course we missed. Can we just throw a ball? Maybe we just throw a ball. There it is. I was like, why? It's like, why is it not coming through? How's it going, Dark Hunter? How are you holding up, man? Appreciate the prime. He doesn't want to stay. All right, I think we're gonna have to try a kick. Doing okay? I will definitely take okay, all things considered. Okay, yeah. Alright. Okay, Chaozu going out front, and he's just gonna start paralyzing people. Out of context, sounds worse than what it actually is, but you know. Hoping the GoFundMe go. I hope it goes well too. I hope it goes well too. But definitely put it out there. It's like, hopefully people out there aren't, you know, strapped for cash and they can donate what little they have. Come on, man. Don't make me try and hurt you. Still not. Yeah, that's just never a good situation. And between work and just how our healthcare system is, it's all sorts of fucked. All right, headbutt. Ooh, okay, perfect. Headbutts. All right. Because you're an android, you resist. All right, cool. All right, I think we've figured out the combo, chat. Now for the Bioman, might not work as well, but we just got 15 figured out. This little cyborg was created by the computer of Dr. Giraud. He's very clever and fast. Alright, we're gonna speed this up so that way we don't have to essentially just keep dealing with. Okay, you can show me another Bioman or not? There we go, finally. Alright, we can slow this back down. Alright, it's paralyzed enough. I mean, you're only level 10 anyways. Which kind of makes me think Bioman and Cyberman are, like, casually related, but one wouldn't evolve into the other. Alright, come on, just stay in the capsule, man. I'm not asking for much, just stay in the capsule. God damn it. Alright, we need to try and put at least some damage on him. Headbutt. Ooh, not very effective. Okay, I need to double check what in the world this Bioman's typing is, because not very effective. Are you trying to tell me that your parts steal too? A little monster created by Dr. Koshin? Those robotic creatures are fast and they are dangerous in great numbers. Interesting. So Bioman and Cyberman are they just happen to look similar, apparently. Okay. Nope. Didn't care about that. Alright, I'm just going to assume that it's literally just 15s and the Bioman there. There might be like a random like 5% encounter, but I think it's safe to assume that's literally just these two. Maybe 14 shows up. Maybe 13. I don't know. The encounter rates definitely feel weird, I would say. I'll give it like 2 more encounters just in case, and then we can move back to where we were before. Okay, like I said, 14 probably shows up. Alright, we can slow it down at least a little bit. Like, I'll speed up for encounters and, like, general, like, grinding and whatnot. But other than that, there's no point in me speeding through everything. Because I do actually want to, like, enjoy this and show it off. And if I just speed through everything, it's not going to be nearly as fun. Alright, he was created by the computer of Dr. Giro. He's particularly strong in close combat. I mean, look at him. Alright, with that being said, I guess there is a chance that, like, okay, now that you caught one, he's gonna just start showing up like crazy. Which is one thing that I found, like, with running into Lord Slug, is after you ran into him the first time, he starts showing up a little bit more often. Alright, I'll give it like 2 more encounters, see if we can have 13 show up. If not, there's a good chance that he's probably somewhere else. Okay, yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna assume that wherever they decided to put XYZ, he just doesn't happen to be in that particular spot. Yeah, because they definitely changed up this area a lot. C19, okay. I feel like the hat's slightly off, and that's just kind of throwing me. Like it's like I feel like the point should be like a little bit more to the right. Oh, okay, interesting. Headbutt. Of course, you have horn attack. That's not a big surprise. I should honestly probably switch, but okay, you're seriously telling me that I'm not getting a flinch or a para here? There we go. Kyush. Well, that's not good for me. Yeah. You know what? This just seems appropriate. I was about to say, I don't know if I can do anything. Energy punch. I can do energy punch. Hey! I honestly forgot that was even an achievement. I was just going, you know what? That happened in the anime. Let's do that. Alright, well, there's our first achievement of the day. Ion? Bouillon? Whoa, who the fuck are you? Final Flash. I'm sitting here looking at this thing like this does not look familiar to me. Like, that has to be like from an old DBZ movie that I've maybe seen once or twice. Maybe from the Dragon Ball series, because it's also been forever since I've actually watched the Dragon Ball series. Chaozu looking a little sad. Vegeta, get out there! Bioman! I don't give a hoot about no Bioman. I punch. Solid damage. Ooh, and we got the attack up. I guess we're gonna keep energy punching. Alright, C15 comes out. Better take a swig of your flask, little man. Oh, and we get the boost again for no reason. I think when in doubt, you could probably honestly just be like, oh, hey, this happened in the anime in some way, shape, or form. I should probably have this interaction happen just to see. Like, in all honesty, what I should probably do is I should, like, if we run into a Nappa, I should just hit the explosion on Chaozu just for fun. I think for the most part, we should just always start with an energy punch. See if we get the boost. If we don't get the boost, then we move on to, like, final flashes. Alright, there's 26 for Vegeta, so probably throw out Krillin. Aider? Oh shit. Oh shit, they do have Aider in the game. I also like the fact that they made sure to call him Aider specifically. I don't remember what was Drunken Fist just like a move that just never misses? Rough Skin. That's kind of rude to do to Aider. I don't feel like he should have Rough Skin. Alright, we hit our Destructo Disc. Solid. Okay, but that's good to know. I'm glad they have Aider in the game. I'm not horribly surprised they have Aider in the game. It's nice to know. Double battle? Alright, hold on. You know what? Screw it. Give me the Onigiri. I was gonna say we're already technically past the point of like Onigiris really being useful, anyways. We need some super Onigiris, but if we can get a double battle to work here, I don't know if it would actually work here or not. I think they're purposely not looking at each other. They probably weren't looking at each other earlier, and I was just hoping that they would. Alright, Krillin. Drunk Fist, because funny. Alright, now Karate Chop, because that's actually the better move. I wonder if Krillin's gonna like... Do you think Krillin's gonna immediately evolve into red shirt, like kind of khaki pants, long hair Krillin? Or if he's gonna go keep orange gi, but short spiky black hair? Destructo Disc. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. I forgot that the android, well, not all the androids, but 19 and I'm assuming 20 are both going to have the energy absorb. Oh, speaking of, because I was gonna be like, you know what, we probably aren't gonna see Android 20 until we actually get to the gym leader, but no, I guess it makes sense. We were eventually gonna find Dr. Gero out here. So does that mean we'll get the gym leader using 17 and 18? Alright, anybody... Okay, we got at least, what, 2 more battles? I think we'll probably be okay. Actually, we got 3 more battles. I'm gonna run back and heal real quick. I was gonna say maybe we can at least get one encounter along the way. Okay, 19 shows up. I feel like a Karate Chop shouldn't kill, right? Yeah, that does a solid amount of damage. I can live with that. Oh, wait. Let me capsule this. I forgot. I dropped 2 Onigiri on Chaozu. We might as well put Chaozu out front and get a couple battles in before we go back run to heal. Alright. If 19 is going to be annoying, let's put Chaozu out so we can paralyze him. I will say I find it incredibly interesting that Dr. Gero figured out a way to create and like an android of himself as well as like 19, and being able to like absorb ki through their hands, but didn't think, oh hey, it's like this can be like overloaded or anything like that. But he can also create an infinite power battery for 17 and 18. This chubby cyborg is not the strongest, but he can absorb the ki of his enemies. Not particularly dangerous, but against the right people, very dangerous. Okay, all right, I'll take a 19 and 20 back to back. First off, paralyze you. Headbutt. We'll at least throw in one more headbutt. We want him to be at least, you know, reasonably catchable, right? Yeah, that should be good there. No flinch, no paras, but you know what? That's fine. We don't need flinches and paras. We're fine. Perfect. I will say, if we can get Android 17 sooner rather than later, I will probably put 17 on my team, because honestly, Android 17 was just so cool. Actually, he's Dr. Gero. He's the creator of all the other cyborgs, and he can absorb the ki of his enemies. Yeah. Okay, we'll go heal. We'll go heal just in case. Just in case. But already we're kind of, I think, at least I feel like we're schmoovin' and we're grooving. Because this is what I'm already thinking. We'll get through this area. We'll do the SSN and all of its shenanigans. We'll run through Diglett Cave. Get all the stuff that's like through there. Actually, wait. Yeah, no. We can do that because we'll have cut. And then... okay, no, we fought you. I think we just fought you. Okay, cool. We're down to the very end. More androids are out here. Alright, I'm gonna hit Paralyze and I'm gonna switch into Krillin, because unfortunately Chaozu not necessarily set up to fight these guys. Though Headbutt, very good. Not necessarily great for this specifically. Paralyzed, love to see it. Good crit. That's what we like to see out of the Karate Chop. Another C19, okay. Okay. Alright, Krillin almost to 26. Crystal? Have we? I don't think we found another crystal before. What's a crystal do? A crystal that revives a fainted fighter, restoring HP by half. Again, I feel like that should... well, again, I guess full restore is going to be the Senzu Bean, right? And you can't be like, oh, here's Dragon Balls to do that, because clearly we're collecting all the different Dragon Balls for, you know, story purposes. Fighter, Krillin come out. Alright, so immediately thinking, just assuming that we're going to be fighting a bunch more androids for Lieutenant Surge, I'm going to say Chaozu probably not really going to get used. Unless we level up Chaozu to 26 and he gets a move that like actually is helpful. I'm gonna say Chaozu kind of on the bench on this one. Well, damn. You know what? Piccolo. I feel like oh, God, every time. Let's hit him with the I-beams. I feel like Piccolo would go I-beams over Krillin dying. Alright, so that covers that. Oh, there was a capsule there. Let me grab that now before I forget. Great caps. Ooh, okay. Alright. Finally found our first great ball. Alright, anything going on up here? Looking for the fighter Ginyu. Want to trade him for Sauzer? I don't have Ginyu. Scouter, 30 fighters, give you a reward. Sure. Let's see. 29. Damn it. Okay. So we need to get one more fighter, and then we're good to go. It's a... Oh my god, they replaced Snorlax with just a rock. Oh, that's messed up. That's messed up. Alright, is it nothing but 19s and 20s here? '19s, 20, and Bioman. Oh, 30. Okay, alright. Hold on, slowing it down. Hit some headbutts. Alright, I think with this we will technically have all of the androids that we've been presented so far. Alright, I'm going to throw a capsule, just hoping that we won't have to worry about having to do another headbutt to crit. Perfect. Alright, now we can go back to the aid and see what he was going to give us, because we were only one off. This cyborg was created by the computer of Dr. Gero. After his death, he's programmed to kill Goku. Like, to think Dr. Gero literally created just casual robots that essentially can rival gods. It's wild. Alright. Scouters completed. Give you a reward. Trust me, read the radar. Okay. Yes. Congrats. Here you go. Radar. Okay. There are items on the ground that. Okay. So, long story short, we just got item finder. And I'm assuming. Actually, you know what? Let's look. I'm assuming it's going to be the dragon radar, right? It's 100% the dragon radar. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Alright, speed things up just to make it a little bit faster so we can heal and get onto the boat. Alright, back to normal speed. Alright. It's this room? Okay, yeah. Second one from the right is our sleepy healy room. A Z drink? What crap's a Z drink? 200. Okay, well that's our hypers. Okay, well let's put that up there. Ayo, Bubble, how's it going? How is your Saturday? Had to think about that. Hopefully better since our last chat. Not gonna lie, can't remember when we last chat and how messed up life was. So I'm gonna say theoretically roughly the same, if not a little bit worse, but hopefully about to get better. Guys, I'm sitting here trying to think. I feel like you already know about my dad passing at the beginning of like 2025. So that should be already done and over with. I think I was still unemployed the last time we chat. Well, I found a job, so I'm currently employed, so that's cool. But literally a month after I found that job, my partner, they got laid off from their job, and they're in the middle of hunting for a job, but they are possibly getting a new job here soon. We should be finding out here in about a week or so. They had an interview on Thursday. Well, second interview on Thursday, so that could be good, but it's all the way out in Utah, which, with where we're at financially and everything, that's going to be the new plan of us, of where we're going. We're heading out to, the plan is to head out to Utah with, to move in with my partner's sister and brother-in-law. Just to, you know, give a general idea. But, yeah. To be honest, I forget when our last show was. I mean, yeah, don't ask me to remember things, especially if anything's time-based, because you know I'm not gonna remember. But yeah, like, things aren't great, but I guess arguably they're not the worst that they could be. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we're like really skating that line between one financial hiccup being an absolute disaster, but you know, it's like fingers crossed, knock on wood, that, you know, that doesn't actually happen. But you know, we're out here, we're still schmoovin', grooving, hoping for the best. Headbutt for Krillin. Drunken Fist is only 40 and it never misses. Yeah, I think I'd rather just have Headbutt, just if I need to have like a flinch chance. Like, cool, Drunken Fist could never miss, but what? Because stab damage, if it even... I dropped my controller. If it even calculates stab damage in this game, which I think it does, but yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Hoping for the bed is all we can really ask for. Some best, yeah. But every day we take one step forward. We take each day as it comes and, you know, just generally hope for the best. And like you said, that's about all you can do for the most part. I'm hoping that everything's going to work out overall. Hey, Kit ends up winning the Battle Royale. Not too many Battle Royales happen anymore. I'm not gonna lie, I often think about getting rid of stream avatars at times, especially now with the setup I have, because I'm also now doing vertical streams on YouTube as well, so like my window is like actually like rather small. I don't know how much stream avatars adds to stream anymore. You know what, Vegeta. But I've had it like on stream for a while, and I genuinely like it. I also like it because it lets me know, like when people are like actually like showing up and at least hanging out, whether Twitch counts them as a person or not. Like, it's nice to know that, you know, people are still coming in and hanging out, even if, again, even if they're just lurking. It's just a nice little thing, you know. I do love seeing exactly. Who doesn't like their fun little characters running around on the bottom? I think it just works. Especially now that like I've gotten it to the point where for pretty much everything, that it's like out of the way of gameplay more often than not with whatever I'm playing. Not for obviously everything, but you know, for a good chunk. Yeah, okay. Because I already know that Giran's like part dragon. My first thought is, oh, that means my fire move's not going to be very effective. No, but it's because I guess fire, again, very generic, like any Ki Blast type move just gets put under fire, even though, you know, not really fire. Ooh, those are fun little gingerbreads. Whose emotes are those? Get that bread. Oh, I'm guessing Universal Twitch emote? But yeah, overall we've been on a solid grind. Twitch is, yeah, just kind of Twitch. I like streaming on Twitch. I think it's the better streaming experience overall for anyone and everybody involved. But you know, Twitch is here. I'm not expecting any real growth out of it or anything like that. I'm just, you know, hoping for the best. Hopefully, you know, people show up. Maybe we get some growth here and there. Cool. If not, it is what it is. YouTube's doing decently well. Last I checked, we were at 1,330 subs over there. And my Retro Achievements guide for Recharged Yellow is like 1,700 views, which has been really good. And it keeps growing. Usually, like, last handful of times I checked, like, at least like in 2 days I usually get about 48 24 to 48 views, give or take. So that's been fairly solid overall. And I'm working on my next Retro Achievements guide, and then I have to start working on my other Retro Achievements guide, and then eventually I'll work on the one for this. So we got a lot going on, to say the least. So a lot of irons in the works. Hopefully they all add up to something good and, you know, just help the growth keep going. Well, seeing as how I know you don't absorb my Ki Blasts. Not gonna lie, I thought that was gonna kill. Overall, fine, because, you know, we still make it through, but still, I thought that was gonna be a kill shot. All right, 27 for Chaozu. Not mad about it. I'll definitely be interested to see, like, who evolves when, if at all. Actually thinking about it. Just looking. So, obviously Vegeta has one more. Then you have Goku with 3, Gohan with 3. Okay, apparently Piccolo is done already. Chaozu's done. I can't imagine Giran's gonna evolve into Bouillon. Ader's definitely not evolving into anything. What do you got? Satan drink. Is this like the equivalent of Gatorade? Ah, okay. Our super potions are Satan drinks. Got it. Fair enough. Alright, who did we have out in front? Okay, we did move Vegeta out front at least. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if I actually did that or just thought about it. Actually, we don't need to heal yet because I have Vegeta out front. Alright, throwing out Krillin. Fair enough. Krillin, Final Flash. Nice. That's what we like to see. Nail about to come out. Okay, honestly, solid team. Solid team. Krillin and Nail, good choices. Alright, that's heals. What's in here? Battle. Battle's in here. Got it. Now, the question is, do I see everything? Oh, yeah. That'll be interesting. So, seeing as how they're... I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, limiting Vegeta to 3 kind of makes sense, depending on how far they go in this. Like, I'm assuming we're probably going to get, like, we're gonna go from Super Saiyan Vegeta to Super Saiyan Blue, if I had to guess Vegeta. Though I kind of wish they would, I mean, again, it's probably just general, like probably just very generic recolorings, but I guess you could go, like if it were me, I'd like, even though again you're only seeing the back of Vegeta 90% of the time, I'd honestly probably go like Vegeta, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Majin Vegeta. I don't think I'd worry about going Super Saiyan God Vegeta, because I mean that only ever shows up in what, the one movie. Probably then go Super Saiyan Blue, maybe take the time to do Super Saiyan Blue Evolved if you really want to, but I don't see the point. And then after Super Saiyan Blue, you go Ultra Ego. I do enjoy I'm glad I found this literally just looking through the what's the one I'm looking for? The retro achievements like list of all their different Pokemon hacks. I saved a lot of different games from that specifically. One of which I was super excited about, which was the Liquid Crystal, which was already a ROM hack that I was very interested in. So I'll be excited to play through that and have retro achievements to go along with it. But definitely after I get through this, Key Bomber. Alright, 80 power, a barrage of energy balls. It's usually used as the last resort. So we got Big Bang for 120, Final Flash for 100, and you want me to have I don't know, like, I get it. I'm also not gonna worry about boost. I'll put on Key Bomber. But like, I don't know. Like, I don't, like, off the top of my head, I don't know how I would like divvy out like the different level ups for like, not level ups, but move learning. But I, like, based on what that is, that should have come well before Final Flash and Big Bang. Like, I don't know. I would love to, like, eventually make a Pokemon ROM hack someday, but I was like, odds of that happening probably pretty low, especially if you can like unless I like become a full-time content creator and I can literally go, hey, like, let me make content of how I'm making my own Pokemon ROM hack, like. Which, ooh, I don't know. Would that open me up to possibly getting DMCA'd, or like getting a cease and desist on like from Pokemon? Because then I don't know. But either way, like if like I didn't have the worry of having to work a 9 to 5, or I guess in my case an 8 to 5 because I got to take an hour break. Yeah, because I can actually do this before fighting rival. Nintendo do love suing their audience. You're not wrong about that. And it's all just a matter of like realistically, I'll never get sued for playing like any of the Pokemon ROM hacks, and odds are gonna say they're never gonna get specifically taken down because more often than not, unless people are like actually like making money or every time I'm so default and be like, oh, you know what I should do? I should hit my, my energy moves. Luckily, we shouldn't have to see much of Android 19 after this area, I would assume. But I'm sure, like, if I was, like, actively making money based on, like, creating a ROM hack, that's when Nintendo would probably come and be like, But, like, if I just generally make it available to, like, download for free and don't take any money that way specifically, and I just, like, promote it by, playing it myself type of deal, and then, like, in a roundabout way, like have a Patreon that people could donate to, not specifically for that, but just in general to quote-unquote support me type of deal, that could probably work. But that's so far down the line of a pipe dream that I'm not even going to worry about thinking about it. So, actual water type, I'm assuming, actually resists this version of fire. Like, I don't know. It feels like such an odd choice. And like in Slug's case, Dark's still weak to fight. Like, I don't know. They've shut down charity events and don't. It's one of those things where like it really all depends on one, A, how much like notoriety something is getting, and B, like how they think it possibly impacts themselves as like an overall brand. I think for the most part, me making a fan-made game, probably Trunks 100% going on the team. Like, especially with the fact that the majority of from what I can tell, not really like that much different from one another. It's just like, hey, here's a fighting type, go fight things. Oh, by the way, you have fighting moves and fire moves. The end. Like that's about what this game feels like so far, which, fair enough. I think like they did really well with like the sprites and everything, and I'm enjoying like what they've changed of like the different areas and like to make it more Dragon Ball Z themed. But I do feel like they could have, I guess, done a little bit more when it comes to the typings and how they interact. It just feels weird how some typing matchups don't actually work the way that they're supposed to in like the actual games. Like, at least with like the Yu-Gi-Oh Pokemon ROM hack that I played, Pokedule, like they had that set up really well. They're like, okay, it's like typings actually mean something here. We're trying to like give certain Yu-Gi-Oh monsters typings that make sense for the card itself and all that, and then the move sets, like, okay, we're gonna change this to that and this to this, but it all makes sense in the end type of deal, right? Like, I kind of wish like they did that with this, but like making every single key blast a fire move except for like the occasional random one where it's like, oh yeah, by the way, this one happens to be electric, haha. It just, I don't know, it feels weird. I just feel like they could have like thought out a little bit more, and maybe like in an updated version of this they did do it, because this version specifically, because I think only 1.7 works for retro achievements. Because when I originally went and found and like downloaded this, because for whatever reason, the first time I tried downloading it from retro achievements, it didn't work out. I went and I found it, I think on another website, and that was like version 1.9, so maybe they made changes there, I don't know. But yeah. Okay, Raditz. Destructo Disc, why not? Never hits. Alright, 10 out of 10. If Wide Lens exists in this game, we're putting that on Krillin. Though 20 bucks says this, by the time we actually find a Wide Lens, we're probably never going to actually want to use Destructo Disc, because he's probably going to learn the Kamehameha Wave. And that's probably going to do much more damage than the Destructo Disc. It's just like, yeah, why would I? Why would I want to do more? X attack, don't really care about that. Though I will say, after watching so much different versions of Kaizo, the X attack moves and whatnot, they make a lot more sense to me and why they're as good as they are. Poor Krillin. Like, Krillin, like, do you have like something on you that's just like, hey, I'm super likely to be crit upon. Like, is that just your thing, Krillin? Oh, speaking of, I know there is an achievement for getting through the Elite Four with just a Yamcha, which I'm not looking forward to. Not gonna lie. I'm sure, like, obviously after right, we can go through like one or two more battles. We might be able to clear out all the cabins at least, because I don't think not everyone here is actually but yeah. Okay, let's go get healed up, and then we can fight Rival. See what kind of mons he has. Oh, I mean, so the whole with just Yamcha thing, it is specifically like for the rematches. And I think there's technically two achievements for rematches. One in general, like going in for the rematch, and the other doing the rematch with just Yamcha. I'm probably just gonna go straight in with Yamcha, just because, you know, screw it, why not? So I should already have like a general idea of the what fighters they're gonna use. As of right now, like off the top of my head, I can't tell you what all of the Elite Four members are going to specifically have, but I can tell you that the Elite Four are the four Kais from Dragon Ball Z. So North Kai, West Kai, East Kai, South Kai, and all that. I'm assuming the Grand Kai that we know, wait, not Grand Kai, but no, yeah, Grand Kai. The Grand Kai we know that trained up Goku. I can't remember which direction he specifically is. I'm gonna assume he's gonna be the equivalent of Lance. That'd be my guess. He's gonna be the He's gonna be like the one. Alright, I'm not too worried about the oh right, intimidate. Lame. You know what, that's fine, because flinch. Ugh. We're gonna switch. Alright, Vegeta, go! But yeah, like, for, like, actual, like, first time through, I'm not gonna, like, try and look up any videos or anything like that. I'm not gonna go in blind. Especially with the fact that I don't see any realistic, like, happening of there being, like, any real major surprises. Because, for the most part, any, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Typing differences. They don't really seem to really be here. Right? Because fighting doesn't... The only fighting that I've seen that's like actually super effective against anything is against dark types for whatever reason. Doesn't affect normals, doesn't affect steels. It's like super effective. Same goes for like fire. Fire doesn't affect grass or steel as super effective because of, you know, them making pretty much every key attack fire, which I get, but again, I wish they kind of would have done something else. Like in that specific scenario, like I could see them cutting out the ghost type in this game, because I mean, how many ghosts are we really gonna have, unless like you're adding in some of the fighters from hell, which I mean, I'm sure you're probably gonna add in like Pycon and maybe like the two Onis or ogres or whatever, the red and the blue one. Like maybe you have those as options. So like maybe those are ghost types, but I don't know. Maybe you have Goku's grandpa Gohan as a fighter, then you know he could be part ghost. But like almost feel like you kind of got to give either Ki its own typing, or just be like, okay, I'm going to make all the Ki blasts normal, but I'm going to switch normal to just be straight neutral on everything. And then it's like, okay, maybe that's like one Ki attack, like, probably leans a little bit more towards fire than the rest. So that one makes sense to turn it into a fire type move, but I don't know. I don't know what like the exact right choice would be. Also, question, do I... Okay, I am actually gonna have to teach cut. Alright, who wants to be my cut boy? Not a single one of these sons of bitches can learn cut. What's the point? Yeah, because steel normal, like, that should be 4 times weak to fighting. It's not. Just Gluto. What typing are you? Straight psychic. Okay, fair enough. Alright, I guess out of curiosity, can you learn cut? Sorry, Chatsu, you're gonna go there for now. Just so I can see who can actually learn cut. Okay, who the fuck can learn? Okay. Okay, if Cyberman slash Bioman cannot learn cut, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. Okay, if Bioman can't, Bear Thief. Bear Thief surely should be able to learn cut. Okay, Bioman can learn cut. Okay, something also tells me that this creator did not think far enough ahead like Jaizu did, and made it so that when you cut down a tree, it's actually permanent. But we're gonna cut this down. We're gonna go through Diglett Cave, and we're gonna hope. Who do we have out front? All right. Actually, real quick, let's double check. Will you sell us Great Balls? Yeah, only regular capsules. Okay, I got 11. I'll take 19 more just in case. Because you never know what you're going to run into here. And theoretically, there should only be 2 spawns. Dug by Red Ribbon Army. Goes right to... Okay. Alright, what do we run into here? We run into... Aider! Okay, you know what? That makes sense. I feel like Aider is a reasonable shout here. I'm fine with rough skin hitting. One more headbutt, so long as we don't crit. Perfect. All right, let's try and catch Aider. Good flinch. All right, get in the capsule. Hey, we got Aider. Let's go. All right. Red Ribbon Army created this cyborg to fulfill its aims. Aider is a very robust. Physical attacks are weak against him. Not even gonna mention a good friend of young Goku. Oh, okay. So we can finally figure out who the fuck Bouillon is. Like, why? Like, is there a reason why I don't remember who you are? All right, headbutt. Alright, definitely can't hit headbutt again. I can tell you that right now. Get capsuled. Stay. Ah, you dick. Alright, we try again. Mostly because I can't really do anything else. If he knocks out Krillin because I don't do anything, I'll send out Bioman to give this guy what for. Though I gotta say, for being a, what, 11 level difference, he hits pretty hard. Like, impressively hard. Alright, Bioman, you're only level 10. You can't hurt this guy too much. Oh yeah, you barely did anything to him. Yeah, this thing, man, this guy must be like all attack or something. Because golly, like he's just absolutely wrecking. The music, for the most part, it's decent, but those high-pitched notes are just, it's a little too rough. Alright, this enormous mass of fat is tenacious. He is weak, but it's hard to hurt him. He's weak? I don't buy that for a second. This fatty been hitting freaking body slams like it's nothing. Alright, we're gonna speed this up, mostly because we don't actually have to do anything here, because I'm assuming we got everything here. And I want to go heal up real quick. Because sacking off Krillin kind of sucks. I also want to see what typing this Bouillon is. Straight normal. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why his moves were hitting so hard. Yeah, only 22 attack? Honestly, if that goober, you know, wasn't actually like kind of just crappy, I'd really consider adding him in. And of course we hit. Alright. I'm just gonna speed up to get through here. Because I really don't need to train up at this point for any reason. It's like I just want to go grab Flash and get out. Which is one of the many reasons why I enjoy having the emulator. It's like, oh, hey, here's this like part where it's like kind of just boring nonsense that nobody really is going to care about. Let's just speed up so we can go through it. All right, so nothing there. Fighter, so move cuts in battle. Yep, too bad. Nobody wants to learn cut apparently. Looking for Slug. Kid Gohan? Yeah. I'll trade you a Slug. Hold on. For Kid Gohan? That's so. Alright, show me Kid Gohan. Ah, what am I doing? Actually, wait. Off chance, can Slug learn? Of course it can. What good are you, Slug? What? I mean, honestly, what good are any of you? Like, the fact that Giran can't even learn cuts is wild to me. Like, he's a big old dinosaur with claws. How are you telling me that he can't cut? We can at least slow this part down. So does Kid Gohan eventually become Teen Gohan? Like, is this one of my ways to getting, or are they just... Oh, does this Gohan eventually become Super Saiyan 2 Gohan? Straight fighter, timid in nature, that makes sense. Blaze, ups fire moves in a pinch. Kick, fight guard. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda want... You know what? Alright, wait, off chance, can you learn cut? No. Again, like what? You know what? No, we keep him on the team. Oh yeah, I don't need to be sped up anymore. For me, aid, scouter, 10 fighters. Yep, I'm already well past that. Okay, I'm guessing Taioken is probably solar flare, right? Like that one makes sense. Switching out Flash for solar flare. Oh, right. Like, they oddly put... Okay, yeah, so this is still just Route 2. Alright, okay. You know what? Kid Gohan, you go out front. Oh, which for double reminds me. I mean, I'm going to assume... Oh, no, Oh... That's boring. You're seriously telling me Kid Gohan? Like, okay, well, never mind. Alright, Kid Gohan, you're off the team. You became immediately uninteresting as soon as I found out you don't evolve in any way, shape, or form. It's like, you're seriously gonna tell me that... Unless, like, you're gonna give me, like, Teen Gohan? Noibo? What? An item to be held by a fighter, a magic staff that boosts the power of normal type moves. Oh. You know what? Krillin, you hold on to that. Okay. One free power pull, I guess. Actually, wait. Okay, he is fighting normal, so Headbutt should be stab and adding in the power pull. I feel like that just makes sense. All right, we got everything we needed here. All right, we'll get the team switched back out. Then we can go take on Lieutenant Surge. Man, they did not want me to get out of here without having like a million encounters. Alright, sorry Kid Gohan. Like I said, you immediately became less cool as soon as I found out that you don't evolve. So you go right there, kid. Actually wait. What are you? You're fart flying. Nah, okay. We're gonna keep the power pull on Krillin. I think that makes more sense. Alright, you got anything to say? Go away, I'm not allowed to speak. What about you? What do you want? General Red ordered me not to talk with people. Then scram. I'm gonna go see him myself, guys. Yeah, of course they still have this stupid puzzle. That's not even a puzzle. It's all just RNG. Alright, Cyborg 15. Also known as Android 15. Hayukin! I know that's not quite how you say that, but you know what I'm getting at. I think this was his last one. I should have... Okay, well, if that only did that much, this move. Again, I think that, like, off the top of my... Actually, you know, just out of curiosity, what does Google say? Powerful life-draining attack. Oh, so does the Tri-Beam. Oh, that's boring. Should have made it more triangle, even though it doesn't actually, you know, make a triangular end, but it's more like he's creating a prism to concentrate ki / light through, and uses that for the murder. Alright, that's 27 for Tien. Android 20 coming out. Krillin, only one not at 27. But I think... Okay, Krillin's further from 27 than I thought. Karate Choop. Fair enough. If we at least get the crit, we're fine. Hey, look at that, the crit. Krillin coming in clutch. So unfortunately, we're technically going to be one fighter down for this fight because nobody wants to learn cut. Just seems like a genuinely bad design type, I guess. As much as I would love to use... I should probably use the Destructo Disc. Okay, cool, we hit. Oh god, that didn't even do all that much. Jesus. Again? Ooh, back to back? Okay, Krillin. I see you. Alright. Now we get to play this game. Ah, damn. Right. Hey, okay, it only took us 2 tries. You know what are the odds that we're gonna need that much? I think we're fine. Let's do a quick save here. How could a kid come here? It's unbelievable. What? I'm smaller than you. Did you... What? It's like I'm smaller? I'm smaller than you, did you say? Are you claiming that I'm a dwarf? I'll give you a good lesson. Show me your fighters and let's see who's the best. Alright, you weird old man. Hey look, 18. Who would have guessed? Oh wait, I did. Oh. Alright. Ooh, Krillin! Krillin the wife beater? Jeez, dude. Alright, 17's about to come out. The answer is Piccolo. One of the best fights in all of Dragon Ball Z. This fight, mildly less interesting. We don't really have anyone specifically for 16, so... I gotta say, 16 looks really good in this. This is just solid design. Goodbye, Piccolo. Alright, Vegeta, bring it home. Hit him with the Satan drink. Okay. I respect it. Solid. Solid. Alright, that's another achievement down. When Krillin said he can beat anyone, I didn't know that included his wife. You're just lucky, no child can beat me. But alright, you can take this red badge. Funny. Screams up speed, I can fly. What's this gonna be? Is it gonna be Rocket Punch? Energy Field. Special move of 17. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, that makes sense. Again, give me 17. I'm running 17. Honestly, give me Cell. Probably gonna run Cell. I don't know. It's just, I guess it just feels really, really weird. I don't know exactly like who I would want to actually like run on the team, because there's not, because of the lack of I guess like type advantages, it feels like unnecessary. Like as of right now, having steel types feels probably gonna feel really good, because anytime one of the fighters hits a normal move, you're immediately going, that's half damage. Like, in all honesty, what I should honestly do is I should grab either 19 or 20, because they're both gonna have the fire absorb. And that would literally take out, like, I would argue probably half of the moveset of the entire game. And then I'm assuming they're also already part steel, so that takes out another huge part. Alright, so I guess the game plan is get to this next okay. But get to the next Poke Center, get the Bioman out, because we shouldn't need... I guess let me see if the Bioman can also learn Flash. Because if I can get away with not having to actually... Okay, how did you go first? There's... Because Drunken Fist isn't a priority. Is Drunken Fist a priority move too? Yeah, whatever, doesn't really matter. Yeah, stab, headbutt plus the power pole. Clicking headbutt is now the optimal move for Krillin. Pretty much, so long as we're doing neutral damage, it's all about headbutt. Also, I love the fact that this person has literally all like the basic like sideline Z fighters. But yeah, I feel like I want to change up the team a little bit, but I need to find at least something that's going to be cool, right? Like, my first immediate thought is going to be Cooler, because I think I should be able to get Cooler and Frieza coming up. Because I think when I looked at the Pokedex, it was kind of saying, like, around Dark Cave for Frieza and Cooler, which I'm going to assume I'm right, and that it's not supposed to be the power plant, because if they're specifically in the power plant, that's just going to make me sad. But yeah, like, especially if you're going to give Frieza and Cooler their different forms, I'm all sorts of here. Now, 20 bucks says, from what we've seen, Piccolo only getting a second form, which, I mean, I guess arguably, what other forms does Piccolo really have other than from Dragon Ball Superheroes, where he gets his essential god mode? Like, there's not really anything else for Piccolo to turn into. So second form, assuming that means when he becomes whole and absorbs Kami. Okay, Piccolo Vegeta. You know what? That's fair. Krillin just out here headbutting things, like just absolutely murdering anything and everything that gets in his way. Love it. This Krillin is ready for the Tournament of Power. He's just gonna run around smashing people with his big old melon. Just bam. Boom, dead. It's like, you're out of here. Need to get Krillin some like PP max on that headbutt. But yeah, I think we're pretty much just at the point of it's gonna be they got rid of I wonder if they still have the invisible item here. Riku! I was about to headbutt, I was like, wait, hold on. That might be a little much. Okay, karate chop's fine. Alright. Are you gonna be cool? Are you gonna be cool, Riku? No. Riku, not cool. I just realized we don't have Chaozu. Fuck. Alright. We'll use the Great Cap just to get this one done and over with. Alright. Honestly, I should like... Giran is probably the least fun one. He's a tough member of the Ginyu Force. He's both strong and hardy. Alright. Oh, fuck. I wanted to check the item, but I mean, I guess it's not really going to matter at the end of the day. Alright, heal up. Switch out Chaozu for Giran, because... Again, Giran's a cool callback, but if we're at least going to just, like, run a team of, like, characters that I actually like, because, let's be real, nothing really matters. Giran's was just here to kind of fill out the team. Anyways. Oh yeah, while I'm here... Please, Bioman, be able to learn Flash. Of course he's not able to. What a dick. Alright, I guess we teach it to Chaozu. I mean, honestly, I should just get rid of Explosion. Let me just double check real quick that I don't have like an achievement that's specifically like, oh hey Bilo, wait, if you explode yourself, you get an achievement. Because I don't think there is one. I just want to double check and make sure. I got the one for buying Chaozu. Defeat, catch or feint, defeat. Obtain, defeat, capture, defeat, help that, help a lady, defeat. Okay, defeat your rival with the upgraded Dragon League with only after, yeah. Defeat your rival and the upgraded Dragon League with one fighter only, yeah. So the capture you, summon, then capture, catch, Goku. Oh, right, Super Saiyan. Oh, did they make a Super Saiyan God Gohan? Okay, capture Beerus, Whis, Goku Black, Zamazetsu, capture all 180, well, 180. Defeat Piccolo with Nappa. Okay, so that's one that I haven't done yet. Defeat Frieza final form. Defeat King Cold. Defeat Perfect Cell. Okay, so there is a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Because there's a Super Saiyan 2 Teen. Okay, so they have 3 versions of frickin' actually, theoretically, 4 versions of... How many? Okay, I have no idea what's going on. Sacrifice your life as Majin Vegeta. Okay, so there's a Majin Vegeta. So, I don't know. Defeat Bug Cell, first form of Trunks. Super Saiyan, Super Buu with Vegito. Defeat Kid Buu, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Yeah, so what are all these different forms? Are there seriously that many just different, like they just didn't go in, or I don't know. I'm just gonna quit asking. Defeat Super Saiyan Gohan with Broly. Defeat Janemba Gogeta. Defeat Super 17. Ooh, the fact that there's Super 17 in this is awesome. Super Saiyan, yeah, then the Super Saiyan 4s. Defeat second form Piccolo with Beerus. Defeat Hit Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Defeat Goku first form with Super Saiyan Rose. Defeat Krillin with Tamper. Oh, okay. So I need to go find. Okay, we're probably gonna be doing a lot of this. Defeat Giran with Tambourine. Wow. Okay. Defeat Chaozu with KG Piccolo. Okay. Defeat Bioman with Piccolo. Okay. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of going around and doing things. Defeat Lord Slug. Okay. Defeat Krillin and defeat Krillin and Vegeta base form with Frieza 4. Okay, that's fair enough. Defeat Android 20 with 17. That's hilarious. Pui Pui. Bora. Okay, I don't see anything. Defeat Superform with... Okay, I don't see anything specifically with Chaozu having to explode on anything. I just wanted to double check and make sure we're good. We are good. We are hunky-dory. So let's... Oh, no. Get rid of explosion. Okay, we'll speed this up. Alright, let's just get back to where we need to go. I think the nice thing is after this, we don't really have to worry about cut. Did you want to fight? I already fought you. Stop. Alright, just want to double check to see if there is... I'm not worried about fighting. Okay, so they got rid of the item that's usually there. That's fine enough. Don't know why they would get rid of it, but whatever. Alright, speed that up. Alright, I want this item. Ooh, Jace. I will say Jace was always my favorite of the Ginyu members personally. I don't know what it was about Jace, just Jace seemed so cool. Now don't get me wrong, I also like Birder, mostly because of the fact that he's blue and he's super fast and that's cool, but eh. Also, why am I karate chopping? I should be headbutting. What's wrong with me? Headbutt goes in front. You gotta use that Chrome Dome for something, Krillin. Yeah, we'll change out because you're already looking a little sad. Make a second form Piccolo. Like, literally everybody that's on the team right now, I think is reasonably up for getting switched out. Not gonna lie. Like, Vegeta, you always gotta keep your starter. I am a starter purist. I feel like any Pokemon game you play, you gotta keep your starter on your team for the whole thing. If you don't do that, kinda weird, not gonna lie. Definitely, I don't want to say it's a red flag, but it's something to keep an eye out for. You know what? No, it is a red flag. If you don't actively keep your starter, at least on your first playthrough, red flag. You do a second playthrough, Go ahead, get Raven started, whatever. At that point, that doesn't matter. Krillin, get your revenge. Yeah. Ooh, and a crit too. Krillin took that shit personally. Not gonna lie, little surprised that Nails survived, but I'm also kind of not surprised because Nails fucking built. Which I don't know if there's. I think there's supposed to be a. What's the word I'm looking for? I think there's a like a Pokedex out there somewhere. I hope they have like the BSTs for all the fighters because I would love to see where everybody's at. Like I'm assuming like things like the Cybermen, Aider, and well, actually not even Aider, but like the Cybermen, the Bear Thief, like some of the earlier ones, their actual BSTs are kind of meh, but like things like Krillin, like yeah, sure, you can get him early on, but he has to be at least like a 350 BST bare minimum, right? Like it's like again, I feel like they should have Krillin evolve into like older Krillin, grow out his hair and all that, increases BST a bit, but I mean clearly they have a lot of different forms, which I don't know exactly how it's all going to work. So I don't even know. So we already know we start off with Gohan. There's Super Saiyan Gohan, and I'm assuming he's going to go Ultimate Gohan. But apparently there's also Super Saiyan God Gohan. There's Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan. We have the Kid Gohan. Alright, we already fought you. Okay, usually there's a... I was going to say there's usually a hidden item right there. Let's do this fight. So I'm wondering, like, how... Like, could I just have a team full of Vegetas? Could I just do that? Wow, held on with one. Look at you go, Garen. Gratitude. 69 health. How appropriate, Krillin. Oh, sorry. I honestly probably should have switched. There's no point in me pushing Krillin at this point. But I mean, I guess if we at least make it to 30, because that's probably where I'll really stop worrying about training up people. Because I myself personally like to go till I don't put out the end. I like to go up 5 levels from each gym. Telepathy. Ooh. Okay, so are you just like, does that like automatically avoid? Like, is that like detect? I'm also trying to think, like, I don't think, at least I don't remember Lord Slug ever having like any kind of like telepathy in that sense, at least. There's also usually an item, yeah, right there. Is that, wait, holy water, that's for leveling, that's rare candies, right? Yeah, okay, we got 4 rare candies now. I will probably honestly hold on to those holy waters until like the very end. Okay, so we've seen the entire Ginyu Force now? Unless they are planning on that's what I'm looking I can't remember the other Ginyu girl's name. The red one. Mostly because wasn't she just a character for like Z Fighters or something like that? Oh. Okay. Dragon Ball 6 just casually laying around. Oh. No power plant? No power plant. Okay. Color me surprised. Alright, so we can put Biomin away. We haven't picked any, actually, yeah, let's put Biomin away. We can put up we can bring Giran back onto the team for now, mostly because I don't have anybody else. Like Rikum, Nappa, Again, like, maybe if they, like, added in some, like, fun transformations and whatnot, sure. 20 fighters? Yeah, I've done that. Sure. Thanks for the Everstone, which will literally do me no good, because literally it seems like the majority of the fighters here do not actually evolve. Type stronger. Yeah, I'm not sure how true that is. Alright. So, I know there's usually, like, I'm wondering if I should probably be trying to use my, radar around here. Ooh, Satan Drink? I'm not gonna be mad about that. Because usually there's at least 2... Actually, I think there's 3 hidden items around here, but it's kind of hard to tell with the fact that, Gluto. Alright, we're gonna speed this up. I'm not here to fight, I just want to see if I can get any of the other Ginyu Force, which I would assume I should be able to. We finally get Rikum. If you're seriously telling me that you're not going to give me Jason Birder here as well, I'm going to be surprised. Especially now that I know that there isn't a power plant. I'm kind of wondering if I can find Frieza and Cooler here. Actually, wait, does this... Okay, this does technically change. So, does that mean I get different encounters here? Or is it just going to be more of the same? Honestly, it's looking like, honestly, more of the same. Like, it's like, hey, here's a no difference change whatsoever. Okay, are you seriously only gonna give me Gluto and Dodoria? Okay, you gave me Riku. That's at least mildly different. Oh, hey, look, frames dropping like crazy. Why are frames dropping like crazy? I'm guessing it's internet. Or just OBS in general, because it's definitely not encoder stuff anymore. I can tell you that right now. Just out of curiosity, stream health? Yeah, stream health is suffering because OBS is sucking. Or it's the internet. Alright, let's... Actually, I wonder, if I do this, will you stop dropping frames? Is speeding the game up killing you for some reason? It shouldn't. Yeah, no, it's... Alright, I'm guessing the internet's just messing up. Alright, I will give this a couple more encounters, see if we can't get lucky with a Jace, a Birder, or a Ginyu. Because you would think that should be here. Them being anywhere else just seems silly, but, I mean, maybe they put him in the cave? Whether it's Rock Tunnel or Cerulean Cave. I could see that being a possibility. All right. 2 more. One last. Nope. Give me all like the different Frieza fighters, but no Frieza, no Chase, no Birder, no Ginyu. All right. What do you got? Gluto. Okay, you got a Gluto. I don't care about Gluto. Dopon. Okay, man with 4 eyes, having eye beam. You know what? That's fair. Even though I'm confident that we never really ever saw Gluto. I mean, have we really ever seen Gluto do anything other than freeze time and, you know, just be kind of annoying? I don't feel like we've ever seen him really do anything else. Alright, Riku's about to come out. Krillin's already 29. You know what? Screw it. Let's send out Krillin. Get him to 30, so that's one less fighter we have to worry about training. Headbutt. And don't get me wrong, Jet Kick sounds super cool. Don't really, like, I'm not, like, Riku's alright. Alright, speed it up. Heal up. Rock tunnel. Bag, not bag. What am I doing? Fighter. Chaozu. Alright. Much better. Alright. Let's... Bam, bam, bam. Frieza, out the rip. Alright, cool. Can you survive a Dopon? You can. Ooh, and you hit shield. Special defense. Alright, I'm gonna hit another. Alright, will you be chill? I mean, I know you're Frieza and everything, but can you be chill? Cool. Alright, so that's at least one for trading. I want one more, because I'm assuming this Frieza will go to Form 4. He's a cold-blooded demon who kills innocent people without any pity. He's feared by a lot of people. I mean, I wouldn't say Frieza... I mean, like, yeah, I get you could very well call Frieza a demon, but in all reality, he's not actually a demon. He's just a weird race of we don't know. Because they never really expanded upon that. Man, everybody loves paralyzing Tien for some reason. Like, I don't know what Tien did to everybody, but apparently it's worth paralyzing him. I think I can handle one more body slam. Man, either my internet or OBS is just going absolutely bananas. Alright, Chaozu, you're up. Because realistically, double battles shouldn't be a thing here. Right? Yeah, I don't think there's any double battles. Unless, again, the creators switched things up, and I don't think they did. And it wouldn't surprise me if they actually took out any double battles. Key blast from Raditz. I'm a little surprised we haven't seen like a higher level Raditz using. I'm trying to remember what's his move called. Isn't like something like All Day Sunday or something like that? I think it's something like that. All right, my general plan is let's run through. You know what? I do kind of want to get Cooler on the team as soon as possible. I know theoretically we could run into Cooler. Tony Buck says at some point I'm gonna want to. All right, you know, just to make this go a little bit faster, I'll slow down for the actual fights, but just running around the cave, I won't. I'll speed up just to make life easier because I'm. Oh, hey, look, Teen Gohan. I definitely think Teen Gohan would be great for the team. That did a lot. I'm gonna go for a Paralyze. You know what, Mach Punch, that's fair. Alright, only because I don't want Chaozu to necessarily die for no reason. Alright. Alright, Gohan. Are you ready to fight your father? Are you willing to do that? Apparently he is. Piccolo taught him, hey, there's no such thing as mercy when it comes to a fight. And Teen Gohan's like, you know what, bet. Alright, fighter. Alright, Piccolo's looking a little rough. Vegeta, you're out front. Because I'm mostly hoping that we will run into Cooler so I don't have to actually trade off our Frieza. Or at the very least, if we run to a second Frieza, I can at least catch the second Frieza. And then at that point, I can just be like, okay, which one do I not care about? Like, which one seems like the worst between the two? Oh yeah, we've yet to use Key Bomber. We should see what Key Bomber does, or at least looks like. Okay, well, I was going to use Key Bomber, but I'm not going to pass up a chance to use this super effective. Oh, wait, I shouldn't be... I'm not trying to speed through the actual fights. I actually want to enjoy, like, the actual fights. We're just trying to speed through the dumb things that we don't care about. But yeah, if I can just catch my own Cooler, I might as well just catch my own Cooler. Alright, we speed up. Alright, slow down. Dodoria. Key Bomber. Like, okay. Whatever. Penny. All right, once I'm done with this. Oh, hey, look, I'm done with this fight. All right, everybody give me a few moments. I will be right back. Hopefully the internet figures itself out by then. I don't have time, Erwin. I'm overthrowing crime lords. I just need an MMO a little more faster paced than WoW. That's fair. I've never actually played WoW myself, so I can't like speak on it. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. Alright, we kept it under single digits. I don't have time, Erwin! I'm overthrowing crime lords. And funny enough, the 2 beans for us reaching our $50 goal that I'm going to be eating are either going to be stink bug or toasted marshmallow. It's going to be either a mix or it's going to be both of one. I really hope it's not double stink bug because I feel like that'll be a bad time. Oh god, I'm pretty sure it's double stink bug. Oh. 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 The things I do for donations. Oh. It's Rabbit Mario's love. I love it. Okay, so it's essentially Rabid Cloud Strife Genderman. I love it. I'm here for it. Oh, owie. Okay, I forgot that you sent out like a little wind scythe. Okay, that's not bad. And oh, that's dumb. Oh, that's so dumb.
Yeah,
No, you son of a bitch!
Got him! Oh, damn it!
Eat it.
Right.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with going in with only 6 heals. I'm fine with only going in with 2 cats. This is fine. This is fine. I should be fine. Well, I came back and the bar turned green. I was like, oh, cool. It's finally over. And then immediately went back to red. Internet will sort its way when Kit and I stream in the morning with Divinity, or at the very least, I stream Divinity. Because, if they're not feeling well, I'll just, solo run it. Hopefully, I can figure things out along the way. But, yeah. Boing! Yeah, if you're gonna hit me with Intimidate, I'm gonna hit Final Flash. But yeah, sometimes the stream doesn't end up being necessarily super successful, but that, at the end of the day, that's just kind of what it is. And it's like, in the grand scheme of things, that really doesn't matter, right? Flying Nimbus. That was the escape rope, right? Alright, so Vegeta will hit 30. No surprise that Vegeta's like Vegeta's built to be just an unstoppable force. Oh no, Saiyan power. I will say I'm excited to do the what's the word I'm looking for? The video for this achievement guide, because I already have an idea of how I want to start off the video. Which I don't necessarily have a way I want to start off the recharged emerald, but I'm sure I could figure something out. It's just, I don't have that idea already like cooking in my head. And honestly, because I don't know how many people are paying attention, or, you know, how many people are even going to be able to hear / see this because of my internet issues, or, you know, how many people even care. But my plan is I am going to start off the video kind of like how they would start off every Dragon Ball Z episode with like a recap of the previous episode and what's gonna happen and all that. Like, I'm gonna watch back a handful of episodes so I can kind of like get the tone of it all correct. Oh yeah, I should probably switch out Vegeta. Nothing there. Okay, seriously, can you give me like one more Frieza? Like, I'm glad you gave me at least the one Frieza, but I would like at least one more before I go trading off Frieza. Though 20 bucks says either A, one, I can just go find another Frieza eventually, or two, I'll find a form for somewhere else. Because I am just generally assuming that it's gonna go form 1 Frieza, form 4 Frieza, and that's it. I'm not gonna get a golden Frieza. I'm not, and if I do get a golden Frieza, it's gonna be, you know, its own separate, I guess, character. And I'm realistically not going to get like forms 2 and 3 Frieza, which would be really cool. But again, like, especially like if someone's just doing this on their own, I could understand. Nice. I could understand like only having so much time to do all of these sprites. Wait, can I get back to back, please? I can. Nice. Because having to do a sprite for every single different one of the forms, kind of nuts. So I could understand, like, you know what? I'm going to skip over forms 2 and 3 for Frieza, because let's be real, nobody really cares. I don't know if you'd call this necessarily Pokemon Fire Red. Pokemon Red Firemon. It's like, I mean, kind of, sort of, if you want to, you know, put it that way. Also, PX, thank you so much for the sub. I apologize immediately for how my internet is and how far behind you're eventually going to get because of buffering and whatnot. My internet's just, honestly, just being a bitch. But how are you doing? Are you glad to be finally no longer banned from Twitch for no reason whatsoever? About to send out Raditz. I think I'll be fine. But that being said, I should 100% flying Nimbus my ass out of here. And actually, I should probably see if anybody can learn Dig. Just save myself the Nimbuses for when I probably really need it. Not sure how I like Raditz concentrating. Bro isn't reacting. If you're talking about me, again, probably internet, everything's behind. I've been dropping frames like crazy, and I don't know why my internet's being the way it is. It's honestly kind of annoying. Anybody stream load again? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but my internet's just acting like ass. Oh, energy field's a move? The user's energy explodes around him and may lower the foe's Oh, okay. All right. Well, if we find Android 17, which I absolutely, you know, want to have Android 17 on the team, we're 110% putting that on him. Yeah. Flying Nimbus my ass out of here. Because 1, I want to heal up. 2... do I want to trade Frieza for Cooler? Like, I immediately already know that I'd rather have Cooler over Frieza. Let me look. Hold on. Dark Ice. Okay, that's interesting. Oh shit, he had, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit, we might actually get form 2, 3, 4 gold. Oh shit. Poor PX. Can't even hear me respond because my internet's literally killing stream that bad. Well, I can at least say this confidently. I got solid lurkers. I appreciate that. I got solid lurkers. Okay, based on the fact that there's actual, like, theoretically 4 transformations for Frieza, I'm gonna say I'm gonna hold off. Heck, it might even be Frieza 2, 3, 4 Mecha Frieza, and then Cooler's Okay, so Cooler, honestly, what? 1. There's no way they have Golden Cooler, right? There's no way. So it's what? Regular, Shredder, Mech? Right? And then someone happens to be 51 for some reason. I don't know. All right, we're gonna just hope that we find another Frieza, because the fact that we're gonna get like actual transformations out of Frieza theoretically, I want Frieza on the team. I want all the forms of Frieza. Also, I should switch off. You know what? Yeah, give me Piccolo. Because let's be real, Girin's the first one to go. Girin's 1,000,000% the first one to go. Okay, did we like really just luck out on finding Frieza as our very first encounter, or was like, is it always like, does it happen like to always be slated like, hey, the first encounter you get is Frieza? Because I will 100%, well, actually, I won't do it on stream. I will do it off stream, but I will 100% grind out a second Frieza, just so I can have both of them on the team. Oh, hey, look, found Cooler. Don't even need to trade. All right, kick. Oh crap, that's right. Never mind. Well, no, don't I feel like an idiot? All right, so I don't even need to trade for. So I was right. Okay. All right, so if we can find another Cooler, I will just, you know, try my best not to like actually kill him. Oops. So I'm gonna guess Cooler's also Dark Ice. Again, that'll make things harder for me overall, because obviously everybody's probably going to have at least one fighting move, and that's just going to be super effective against us. But again, Frieza and Cooler are just incredibly cool characters. Like, their designs are just kind of insane. Like, when Xenoverse first came out, if I remember correctly, I made a Frieza character. Because, like, making a Frieza race, a Boo, or a Namekian are probably, like, the 3, like, arguably, like, the funnest options, if you ask me, when it comes to those games. Be like, oh, I'm gonna make a human, I'm gonna make a Saiyan. Boring. Alright, let me just double. Okay, I just want to make sure that because Twitter, for whatever reason, it is honestly awful about actually giving me notifications about like people messaging me. So, yeah. Bioman comes out. That means we hit a fire move, and by fire move I mean I-beams. Oh no, Scratch! Whatever will we do? I-beams. Alright, 28 on Piccolo. Again, kind of sad that Piccolo's only going to be second form, but that just arguably means we're probably going to switch out Piccolo at some point. Because especially, like, there's, like... I guess it's like one of those things where, like, having the transformations make the characters a little bit cooler. The fact that, like, Krillin's already done, there's nothing else for Krillin, there's nothing else for Tien, there's nothing else for Chaozu, there's nothing else for Girin, which, I mean, again, some of them, like, obviously make sense, because, like, we only ever see Girin in the first Dragon Ball. He doesn't have any actual transformations. That makes sense. But, like, Tien kind of has, like, his transformations, and, like, same with everybody else. It just, you know, it feels kind of sad to, like, be like, hey, you get the Dragon Ball Z version of the character, and that's pretty much it. Like, the fact that you can add in, like, 4 different forms of Gohan, I'm assuming, just, like, quickly counting off the top of my head. Where you get Kid Gohan, that does absolutely nothing. You get Teen Gohan, which will eventually turn into Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, which, again, cool. Then you get, I don't even want to necessarily call him Adult Gohan, but Adult Gohan with regular Super Saiyan, and I'm assuming Ultimate. And then, theoretically, another form where he gets Super Saiyan God, which, you know, has never actually happened in the series as far as I know, from what, you know, I know. Like, I know he has, you know, Super Saiyan Beast, or however they call it, I don't remember. Oh, hey. Saucer. Saucer? Saucer? But it's the... Hold on. Chaozu. Go paralyze this man. But this is one of Cooler's dudes, which now makes me think that Cooler probably has his Shredder mode, and then his 3 goons? 2 goons? 3, 2? I don't remember. Either way, get paralyzed. Alright, I'm gonna say Headbutt. Okay, Headbutt's a good choice. Alright, just don't crit. Just don't crit, Chaozu. Good boy. Alright, get in the capsule. Not gonna lie, I honestly thought we would get a little bit further, but I guess, like, especially with the not playing at full speed, this makes sense. He's Cooler's right-hand man. He's able to cut his foes with his hand using his ki. I wonder if he can learn cut. He'd probably be at least a cooler character to have cut. I'll take a pearl. Came this way looking for fighters. Well, yeah, came to the right place, I guess. Cybermen, Cybermen. Probably should have switched out. Honestly, the fact that it didn't kill is kind of surprising. Yay, a burn! Alright, I will at least give a kick. And then I will be on my way. Bioman about to come out. You know what? Tien. Alright, you got 2 left. I was considering going straight into Tri-Beam, but if there's at least 1 more after this, I'll save Tri-Beam for next. You know what? Headbutt, fair enough. 19, okay. Not exactly what I would have expected, but that's fine, because now we have this. Heck, you can. 1 more. I am defeated. Oh yeah, you can speed this up. Gluto comes out. Oh yeah, we don't want Piccolo actually out front. Tien. Alright, we got 20 minutes. Interesting. So maybe there is still a power plant, but they switched what the deal is. Team Pilaf is trying to make Kami reveal the location of the Dragon Balls, but they are far from being as strong as him. Okay. Did you hear about Garlic Jr.? The rumor is terrifying. Oh, so right. So this isn't going to be like Lavender Town. This is going to be God's Tower and all that, or you know, Kami Tower. New A Scouter can detect the spirits. Okay. The forces of evil are invading this town. Only God can repel them. All right. Well, just real quick, what do you got for me? Come see me when you get the 7 Dragon Balls. Oh, okay. Do you believe in ghosts? Yeah, really? So there are believers. This town, graves, fighters, call to God's Tower. Alright. You guys are gonna be nothing special. Just really quick, want to see. Stupid thieves, Team Pilaf members think they can force out God Kami to tell them when. Okay. Hello, Name Raider. Okay, I don't care about the Name Raiders. Okay. Alright, with 20 minutes left, I don't know. Oh yeah, slow down. Actually, you know what? We can do these fights, do the rival fight, and then I think after that, I will, like with whatever time's left, I'll see if I can't grind out getting cooler, or even a second Frieza. I'm fine with either or, whichever one comes first. Because getting a traded cooler wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, because that would at least give me a chance to have it increase, get better experience gains, which could be really nice. Because realistically, I'm never gonna get to the point where it's not, where cooler would ever stop listening to me because of its level. I think they did really good with the birder spray here. Like the positioning, the details, solid. I would love to learn how to do pixel art and all that. Ooh, okay, PX went live. All right, I know who we're gonna raid. Hopefully his internet is gonna be better than mine, so that way we will actually be able to communicate, which would be nice. Alright. Oh, hey. I think my internet finally figured itself out. God damn. I wonder if something randomly started downloading for some reason in the background, which that wouldn't make sense. Nothing should just automatically download. Yeah, if like Cooler or Frieza can like learn a move that will put on his status, that's probably when we will 100% get rid of Chaozu. But honestly, as of right now, Giran's realistically gone for Frieza and or Cooler. Then I'm thinking maybe Krillin. Like, don't get me wrong, Krillin's awesome, but I do like Tien a bit more. It makes me sad that, you know, I guess Tien kind of got the shaft, all things considered. Like, clearly still strong, but I also feel like he should arguably be stronger than Krillin, because he's always been. And it's not like he's ever stopped training. Because, like, even at one point, like, Tien was, like, a rival for Goku. Like, I can definitely understand, like, Piccolo going above and beyond. Like, he should obviously be, like just story-wise, it makes sense for him to be on, like, that extra high level compared to the rest of, like, the side Z fighters. Like, he should be, like, that just under Goku, like, level. But I feel like Tien should be, like kind of just under that, you know? But I don't know. I guess it's one of those things where, like, because, like, the whole third eye thing, him not having that, his full power because of the poor decisions he's made, and that's why maybe he kind of fell off. I don't know. Like, I understand, like, the thought process behind. Okay, finally, he stopped using frickin' telepathy. Like, come on. Alright, that's 29 for Tien. But yeah, like, at a quick glance, Jiren's 100% gone. I think Vegeta and Piccolo are probably, like, the two, like, the safest for sure. I like having Chaozu because he has the paralyze. You know what? Maybe Tien goes because at least Krillin has the headbutt, the stab headbutt with the. I mean, I guess it technically could have the same thing for, like, Tien, but yeah. Ayo, Mojo. Hopefully you hear any of this, because my internet has been running like ass. I don't know if it's been all day or it's just been recently, but you know, it is what it is. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Really appreciate that. All right, right, yeah, all right. Let's come in here. God's Tower. Okay, so still very much so. Evil spirits come, okay. You come to pay respects, but Bardock. Ooh, Bardock, okay. Chandler, there's spirits of mischief. Okay. Alright. Real quick, let's do the rival fight. Because there's no point in going ahead after this, because we'll need the ace scouter. I will say I'm mildly going to be annoyed because him having cooler throughout, I'm going to have cooler throughout. Going to be mildly annoying, but you know what? You can't stop me. Wow. Oh, like, oh, and you have speed boost. You know what? Good for you. Death beam. That. Oh, yeah. Okay, okay. Death beam. Oh, definitely, you know, bring him the death. Zarbon about to come out. Piccolo. Piccolo should be able to handle Zarbon. It's not even Zarbon Form 2. How sad for you. Still using the Great Ape. Okay. Alright. That's at least, what, 2 more I-beams that I gotta hit? Actually, yeah. I'm gonna need a crit to... Yeah, just off. Alright, good news is I am at least faster, so we'll pick up the kill. But we're 100% switching out Piccolo here. But at least level 29 on Piccolo. I'm happy about that. Really? You have 13? What an odd choice. Alright, Vegeta. I could probably throw out Chaozu, but if. Big bang. I wonder if they'll have Super 13 in this. I would imagine you have to, right? Like, at least put in 13. Not having Super 13s would be a shame. I mean, granted, I'm also 5 levels ahead, but I feel like the Kamehameha should have done at least a little bit more. What? You stinker. Yep, man. Alright, how many badges have you got? I bet you're far from being ready to battle against the Dragon League. Second better. Okay, how much like you? Yep, okay. Alright, we got 10 minutes left. Internet's being shit anyways. Let's see if we can at least go get cooler. Fight. All right. How long will it take us to encounter Frieza or Cooler? All right, Cooler came in quick. We'll go 150 speed just to make things go a little bit faster. I'm gonna try a headbutt. Okay. I do not want to do another headbutt. I can tell you that right now. Regular capsule? You want to be chill? You want to be chill, homie? No, you don't. Okay, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Alright. Alright, how about a great capsule? Will a great capsule suit you? Sure will. Alright, cool. Oh, I thought I sped up more than that. Oopsies. Alright, so we don't have to trade Frieza now. This demon is... Alright, well, to be. And then from there we can probably just end a little bit early, because, I mean, internet issues and all. There's no point in dragging this on if I'm not actually going to do anything else, right? Thank you for the jizz and nudes, Jam. I hope you had a solid stream today with your Spiritfarer. I wanted to say Seafarer, but I was like, wait, no, that's not quite right. Yeah, Tien's 29, Krillin's already, yeah, as much as I like Tien's out. Alright, real quick. They're both 18. They're both dark ice. Impish, gentle. That's not true. Speed boost, battle armor. Both are honestly pretty great to be all considered. 50, 52, 23, 28, 30, 22, special attacks 33. Okay, so Cooler seems a little bit more even on attack and special attack. Frieza's more special attack, which, you know, kind of makes sense. 29, 32. Okay. Shield, don't care about that. Kinesis. Oh, that's a rock move? Okay. Okay, that's at least different. Tail Smash, Burring, I-Beam, cool, energy shot. It's 90? Isn't, like, it isn't very, it's 90 accuracy. Okay. Alright, so, here's my plan. Just for everybody that knows, and if anybody that can actually hear me through my internet issues. I'm going to get both Frieza and Cooler up to level 30. I'll get Chaozu and Second Form Piccolo also up to level 30. So that way we're just ready to completely just burn through here, no questions asked. And hopefully next stream, because it shouldn't feel like it's gonna take nearly as long. I'm hoping we will be able to get through Erica, Game Corner, and God's Tower. At the very least. Because honestly, I figured we were going to get a handful more achievements than what we did. But, you know, it is what it is. Oh yeah, let me slow things back down. I will save. Alright.